Ladies and gentlemen, Behind the Line proudly presents to you another exciting edition of the Woke! Turning on the Woke. This episode is brought to you by Quadruple W, Woke Women with Wankers. Are you a woman aspiring to be more masculine? Do you have dreams of becoming a dump diver and lack the beard required to apply for an entry-level position? If you're tired of your melons being an anchor, contact Woke Women with Wankers. Quadruple W are the industry leaders when it comes to changing normal women to woke women. Right now, Quadruple W is running a special where all supplies needed for a successful transition come with a free set of batteries. Change your life today by visiting quadruplew.com. Buckle up, because Uncle KC is about to unload. Words cannot describe how much I hate this league. And it takes a lot for me to hate something. Normally, I'm not a hater. I don't hold grudges against anyone. Over the years, we have covered deacons at Woke United Methodist that have pissed me off for one reason or another. We have covered deacons that aggravate me. We've covered deacons that never cease to amaze me with their stupidity. But I don't hate them. I don't wish for their demise. Here in a couple of months, we're going to be hosting the second annual Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards right here on the channel. The contestants involved, it's nothing personal against them. I don't wish for their failure. We simply highlight the fact that they're huge embarrassing failures. Bomani Jones, for example, the originator of the term huge embarrassing failure. I don't have anything personal against Bomani Jones. I don't wish failure on Bomani Jones. It's not my fault that Bobo is an expert when it comes to failure. Same can be said for Donnie Lemon, Johnny B. Biden, Meg Rapinoe. You guys know the usual suspects I'm talking about. Even though I disagree with them, I don't hate them. But when it comes to the WNBA dump, there's just something about the WNBA that I cannot stand. I hate this league. And what happened to Christine Brennan yesterday afternoon, that is a prime example of why I wish the WNBA would cease to exist. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel in the description below. Tonight on the second channel, we're going to be talking about CNN absolutely eviscerating Cam Harris. Christine Brennan, she is a veteran journalist at USA Today. I think she works in the same department as Nancy Armour and the Star Trek virgin Mike Freeman. That alone should tell you all you need to know about Christine Brennan. For years, Chrissy B, not to be confused with the other Chrissy, who seems to have made an immaculate transformation since leaving the mainstream media, Chris Cuomo. Hey, it's me, Chrissy C! For years, Chrissy B has been an advocate for women's sports. Several years ago, she published a column in USA Today where she tried to link the PGA to sexism. Now, how did she draw that parallel? According to Chrissy B, the PGA must be infected with the plague of sexism because Orange Man Bad likes to play golf. Every March, Outkick runs a tournament that coincides with March Madness where they pit the wokest of the woke against each other. This past year, Christine Brennan, she was included in the tournament. Now, there's a reason I'm telling you all this. Christine Brennan is an advocate for the pretend basketball in the WNBA. That is very important to remember because you're about to see how the dump divers in the WNBA treat their friends. Earlier this week, Christine Brennan was interviewing Dijonai Carrington. Well, KC, who in the hell is Donnie Carrington? Is that Rodney Carrington's cousin? No, Dijonai Carrington is one of the females who refer to themselves as the Sons from Connecticut. DJ Carrington was the WNBA player that was accused of intentionally poking Caitlin Clark in the eye last weekend. So, let's just set the stage here for a second. Christine Brennan is a reporter from USA Today. Dijonai Carrington is a pretend basketball player and a minimum wage earner in the WNBA. There was rampant speculation throughout the week that Dijonai Carrington intentionally poked Caitlin Clark in the eye. Now, if you're a reporter that has been given the awful task of covering the WNBA dump, what is the very first thing you're going to ask Dijonai Carrington? I mean, you're going to give her the opportunity to clear her name. You're going to give her the platform to respond to these allegations that she intentionally poked Caitlin Clark in the eye, right? Well, KC, Dijonai Carrington doesn't need USA Today's platform. Dijonai Carrington's a huge star! Huge star? Huge star? Dijonai Carrington has less than 70,000 followers on Twitter. If she responded to these accusations on Twitter claiming that this was not intentional, no one would know about it. Christine Brennan was giving her the opportunity to throw some water on this flaming ass fire. As you're about to see, this was not framed as a gotcha question. Christine Brennan wasn't looking for some viral soundbite. She was simply doing her job by asking some unknown player in the WNBA if she was intentionally trying to hurt Caitlin Clark. Watch it for yourself.
Did you, when you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
Pretty harmless, right? I mean, I have seen tougher questions given to cackling Cam Harris in the mainstream media. They treat the leader of the cackling choir like she's made of glass. Normal people saw that clip. They saw the question asked and answered, and normal people moved on. Not the entitled players in the WNBA, though. No! Entitled WNBA players, they contacted their union representatives, the same representatives that are responsible for securing their minimum wage salaries. They contacted their union reps, and they demanded a public statement to be released against Christine Brennan and USA Today. Now, you might be wondering, how come the WNBA players didn't just write the statement themselves? Have you seen the Twitter feeds of some of these players? Go check it out and you'll come to the obvious answer as to why they utilize the services of their union reps to write this statement. Now, according to the Union of Dump Divers, this unprofessional journalist from USA Today framed this question in a desperate attempt to bait a professional athlete. What? Excuse me? Did you say professional athlete? Did you just refer to a WNBA player as a professional athlete? Well, Casey, they are professional athletes. They get paid to play basketball. Just because you're paid to do something, that does not make you a professional. There are actors all over the country who are paid pennies to perform in shows in places like Des Moines, Iowa. Does that make them professional actors? Does that put them on the same level as Mark Wahlberg or George Clooney? Just because WNBA players are paid minimum wage to play basketball, that does not make them professional basketball players. But the statement continued. This question was designed to fuel hateful, racist, and homophobic narratives on social media. This is dangerous! How? How in the hell was that question hateful? How in the hell was this racist? Because a white lady was asking the question to a black player, that makes it racist? For decades, the WNBA has begged for media coverage. They have begged to be noticed. They have complained about the NBA, the NFL receiving all the media coverage while their league was being completely ignored. This past season, for the first time ever, the media has been covering the WNBA. These entitled players have gotten exactly what they asked for. And what are they doing with this opportunity? They are giving the media every reason not to cover this dump. WNBA players are pressuring USA Today to punish Christine Brennan. Now, this is days after they pressured the LA Times to change the headlines on one of their articles. You see, not only are WNBA players demanding media coverage, they are also telling the media how to cover their dump. Fortunately, there is a simple solution to this problem for everyone involved. Since the WNBA doesn't like the way they're being covered, and since the media has proven over the last 30 years that they don't like covering the WNBA, the simple solution is for the media to stop covering the dump. Give WNBA players exactly what they want. Ignore them. This league is in desperate need for a reality check, and Uncle KC is here to provide one. Let's go ahead and make one thing perfectly clear. If you're a WNBA player watching this channel, I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. Are you ready? Do you have your pen and paper? Because you might want to take notes and write this down. No one cares about your league. You're not stars. Your product is painfully boring. The only reason people are paying attention now is because of Caitlin Clark and maybe Angel Reese. The same Caitlin Clark that you're trying to run out of your league. The media coverage that you're receiving, it's not because of you, it's because of them. You don't have the leverage to demand favorable media coverage. Matter of fact, you don't have the leverage to be making demands, period. I hate this league. I hate this league. Now, obviously, I don't hate the players. I don't hate anyone like that, but I hate the WNBA. This league could not have fucked things up any more than they did this season. This was your opportunity. This was the opportunity that you have been begging for. You're finally getting noticed. You're finally getting mainstream attention. And instead of embracing that attention, both good and bad, you have done everything in your power to convince people not to watch your league. The WNBA deserves exactly what I hope they are going to get. I hope ratings for the playoffs tank. I hope the ratings are so low they can't even be measured. I don't wish failure on the WNBA because this league has been a huge embarrassing failure for decades, but I wish the WNBA did not exist. There is nothing even remotely appealing about this league, so shut it down. Give me your thoughts on this. WNBA players are trying to bully the mainstream media because they don't like the way they're being covered. The same WNBA who begged for media coverage, they are now complaining about media coverage. I hate this league. I hate this league. To hell with the WNBA. You know, it's rare for me to be mad about something, but this league, they just piss me off. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.